Now let's continue AWS IAM. In this, we are going to discuss AWS IAM role. What is IAM role and how to create AWS IAM role? How to assign IAM policy? How to assign? How to assign IAM policy to IAM role? Then how to assign IAM role to AWS service? Okay. So first important point about IAM role is, let's say I am having service called Glue, AWS Glue. In this Glue, I am writing PySpark code, PySpark code. In this PySpark code, what I am doing, I am reading S3 file. I am reading S3 file. I am writing ETL job. In this ETL job, I am writing a processing logic. Let's say S3 file contain sales records, sales data. In that, I am taking particular city, let's say Hyderabad city filter. Then I filtered records. Then I want to write output into Redshift. Let's say I want to write output into Redshift. Redshift. This is my requirement. So Glue service is required read permission from S3, okay, and write permission to Redshift. Yes or no? Glue service required read permission of S3 and write permission of Redshift. So here comes into uh, role. So what we are going to do in AWS, we have role. We are going to create a role. For this role, we are going to attach S3 read permission, Redshift write permission. Then we are going to attach this role to AWS Glue job. AWS Glue job team. Okay. So role can be used to assign permission to service, AWS service, so that a service can communicate with other services. By default, a service cannot have uh, permission to communicate with other service. Using AWS IAM role, we can assign policy to communicate with one service to other service. Okay. Now let's see creating IAM role. Creating IAM role. Go to AWS Management Console. You can see roles. Here you can see lot of roles I have created. Similar way, I want to create one role. Create role. So here my requirement is service role. For one service, I want to give permission. For which service you want to give permission? Let's say here for Glue job. For Glue job, select a Glue job. Then click on next button. Then what policies you want to give? S3 full permission. And similar way, Redshift full permission. Then click on next button. Here give a role name. I am giving role name is, let's say Glue job 1. Role name I am giving Glue job 1. Description is optional. Description also I am giving same description. Then click on create role. So role is created. You can see Glue job 1. This is Glue job 1. This Glue job 1 we assigned S3, we assigned Redshift full policy. Now go to particular service. Let's say Glue. Open a Glue. in this glue, we can create a job using visual ETL options. We have separate concept for creating ETL job. We are going to discuss very in depth about AWS Glue. Here we are just creating a glue job. We are just going to assign our IAM role. So just understand only how to assign IAM role to glue job. We are going to discuss very in depth about AWS Glue later. Okay, let's click on Visual ETL, and here you can see Visual ETL, and here we can give a job name. Let's say Glue job, Glue ETL job. I'm giving job name Glue ETL job. Then you can see job details. Click on job details. Here you can see IAM role. Here search Glue job 1. Select our IAM role. Now click on save. Now click on save. Now your Glue job having capability to connect S3, and our glue job having capability to connect Redshift. Without assigning this IAM role, your glue job do not have access of S3, do not have access of Redshift. Once you assign this IAM role, then your job is having capability. Now go to script. Here we are going to write actual PySpark logic to connect S3, connect Redshift. Later, we are going to see how to write this glue ETL job. So in this session, we focus on how to assign IAM role to glue job so that one service can communicate with other service. Clear writing? What is IAM role and how to create IAM role? How to assign IAM role to service?